What's going on, my trainer club? Today I'm going to give you the top buddies to make sure to get to best buddies as soon as possible so you know exactly what to do and the best utilization of your resources. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys are having fun in the Buddy Up event, or if this is after the event, I hope you guys are enjoying the buddy system because it is very powerful. It gives you the ability to take your buddies all the way to level 41. So if you guys haven't checked out my complete buddy system rank up guide, you can definitely check it out up here. It has some of the Pokemon that we are going to cover today, but most importantly today, I am going to go over a full overview that is going to include every single league, Great League, Ultra League, Master League, as well as the raid meta attackers, which is very congruent with the Pokemon that are going to be in the Master League. So let's get everything ready to go. Starting off with the Great League, some of these Pokemon can max out at 100% IVs. Some of them have to have specific stats, which I'm going to give you, and I'm also going to give you the movesets of each of these Pokemon that we go through, because right now, and always obviously, but right now in particular, we are in the buddy event, so it's a great time to utilize these Pokemon, find which ones that do mesh up well with your team and boost them up, and even if they don't, make sure to do it as well. And also, to get your buddy excited, you want to check out my other video or my top tips video to make sure you know the point system, because the heart system and the point system are two different things. Heart system is just what you look at. You're going to need 300 hearts to get your buddy all the way to best buddies, but in order to get your buddy excited on a daily basis, you need 32 points, and each action has a different point value. So you guys are going to want to know exactly what that is. As far as what the points go, typically on a daily basis, you're going to get 1 point for any of the play, the battle, the snapshot, or feeding, and that's going to cycle every 30 minutes, or spin a new Pokestop. And then you're going to get 3 points for every time you walk, which does not have a cap. You can do this as much as possible, and you can keep going. It doesn't have to be cycled every 30 minutes. And then finally, if your buddy finds you a point of interest, it's also going to be 3 points, but it has to be a new Pokestop, and it tells you to go there. It can't just be one you find. And then finally, anytime you get a gift or a souvenir, you're also going to get 3 points. So those are the point values in the buddy system event. Right now, we're going to get 3 for the 1, and we're gonna get 9 for the 3. So it's definitely gonna be beneficial. So now let's get into everything we need to know, starting with the Great League, my top Pokemon that are gonna be best served to be best buddies. For the Great League, my number 1 is going to be Azumarill. So Azumarill, typically the 100% IV for the Great League is gonna be 8, 15, 15 at level 40. However, since it is maxing out right around 1500 with this guy, and that's a good way to know if we can max it to 41, which we can in this situation, is going to be a 7, 15, 13 at level 41 for an Azumarill. So it's going to bump up the HP a little bit and help out just a little bit more. So for anybody looking for that slight competitive edge in their gameplay, this is going to be the best thing that we do. So as far as the moveset, it's going to be Bubble, you could be Play Rough and Hydro Pump, or you can also run Ice Beam. It just depends how you're going to use this Pokemon, but the recommended is going to be Bubble, Ice Beam, and Hydro Pump at a rank 2. In rank 7, we are going to have Bastiodon. Bastiodon is a beast Pokemon. It does have some double weaknesses, but when used properly, it comes through very, very clutch, and it's very tanky. It's going to be ranked 7 with Smackdown, Flamethrower, and Stone Edge combination. And at level 41, it's going to be an 11, 14, 15 for the 100% IV. And then there's 2 more Pokemon in the Great League that are going to be relevant. It is going to be Sableye, rank 22 with Shadow Claw, Foul Play, and Power Gem. So that's the moveset that one can have. And then we are going to have the Medicham. Medicham is going to be ranked 23, and the Medicham's moveset is going to be Counter, Dynamic Punch, and Ice Punch. You can also run Power Up Punch on this guy. The one thing you want to know about these 2 Pokemon, because you didn't hear me give the IVs, it's going to be 100% because they max below 1500, and at level 41, they still stay below 1500. So now we're going to get into the Ultra League. The Ultra League is probably the most influenced buddy up system that we have in this game, because there are a lot of Pokemon that are very relevant here that can really benefit from ranking up all the way to level 41. So this is going to be the longest list, and then obviously the Master League, any Pokemon can benefit as well, but you want to be a little bit more strategic in the Master League. Starting off in the Ultra League, we are going to have the rank 5 Registeel. Registeel is going to be Lock On, Flash Cannon, as well as Focus Blast. This Pokemon is very tanky, and it can go all the way to level 41 at 100% IV, which makes it very easy to do. The next is going to be Meganium. Meganium is going to be all the way to level 41 as well, under 2500, with the moveset of Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, and Earthquake combinations. This Pokemon is very, very powerful as well when used in the right situation. At a rank 16. And then in rank 17th, right behind it, we have the Clefable. Clefable, very, very powerful with Charm, Meteor Mash, and Psychic. This Pokemon is also 100% IV. At level 41, maxes below the 2500, so that's a Pokemon that you can definitely get all the way up. And then in rank 25, since Bullet Seed did get bumped, we have the Ferrothorn. With Bullet Seed, we have Power Whip as well as Flash Cannon. And then we also have rank 27, which is the shadow form of Flygon, with Mudshot, Dragon Claw, and Earthquake combination. That does max below the 2500 mark. But for this particular Pokemon, it has to be a 0, 13, 15 in order for it to go to level 41 and sit below the 2500 mark. And then in 39, we have Politoed with Mudshot, Surf, and Earthquake, which is a legacy move. This Pokemon is going to go all the way to level 41 underneath 2500, but you need to have Earthquake on this Pokemon. If you really use it, maybe an Elite TM, but if you don't use it, it's definitely not worth buddying up with. And then right afterwards, we have the Blastoise. In rank 40, it's going to be Water Gun, Hydro Cannon, as well as Ice Beam. This Pokemon also maxes below 2500 at level 41. And then at rank 44, we have the Deoxys defense form with Counter, Psycho Boost, as well as Rock Slide combination. This is another Pokemon that's going to max below the 2500. It actually maxes around 22, so definitely be cautious about using this Pokemon because we are now getting further down on the list. This one's going to be an expensive one, and you want to make sure that it's going to fit into your team nicely. And then right below it, we have rank 45, which is going to be Zangoose with Shadow Claw, Night Slash, and Close Combat. And then in rank 47, we have the Toxicroak with Counter, Mud Bomb, and Sludge Bomb. So this Pokemon hits pretty hard. It's definitely a very useful Pokemon, especially since the ground is going to be powerful against Steel type Pokemon, which are very common with the Registeel. This Pokemon is going to go all the way to level 41. The optimal IVs are going to be 13, 15, 15 on the Toxicroak. And then we have the Victory Bell. Victory Bell is going to max once again at all 100% IVs at 41, so it's going to be optimal. This one's going to be Shadow form in rank 48 with Razor Leaf, Leaf Blade, and Acid Spray combination. And then Poliwrath can go all the way to level 41. However, its IVs need to be a 6, 15, 15 to be able to get you there at optimally. It's going to be Mudshot, Dynamic Punch, and Ice Punch. And then at rank 50, we have the Shiftry with the Snarl, Foul Play, and the Leaf Blade combination that charges very fast. This Pokemon is going to be 100% IVs below 2500. And then the Breloom can get all the way to level 41 at a 0, 14, 15 with the moveset of Counter, Dynamic Punch, and Seed Bomb. And then Cloyster can get all the way to level 41 as well with a 9, 15, 14. And the Cloyster's moves are going to be Ice Shard, Icy Wind, and Hydro Pump. And then in rank 56, we have the Granbull, which is going to be Charm, Close Combat, and Crunch combination. And the 100% IVs to get it to level 41 are going to be 9, 15, 15. And then in rank 61, we have Licky Licky with Lick, Body Slam, and Hyper Beam combination. So this Pokemon is going to go all the way to level 41 below 2500 mark. And then in rank 64, we have the Kingdra with Dragon Breath, Outrage, and Octazooka. The 100% IVs for this one is going to be a 2, 14, 14 at level 41. And then in 65, we have the Primeape. Primeape is going to be Counter, Close Combat, and Night Slash. This Pokemon is going to go all the way to level 41 under 2500. And then just a few more honorable mentions we have at rank 66, Alolan Ninetales. At rank 83, we have the Steelix. And at rank 91, we have the Drapion. All those guys can max under 2500 at level 41. So like I said, Ultra League is going to be dominated by amazing buddies to be able to boost all the way to best buddies to be able to maximize out on their extra level bonus that can do a lot of damage. Now we're going to check out the Master League. The Master League, I'm really going to focus on a condensed list. Obviously, you can boost out any of these Pokemon. And the one thing I'm going to point out about the Master League is I really suggest focusing on Pokemon that do a lot of damage with their quick move. The reason why I say that is because the quick moves chunk the most. Think of something, if you guys have fought or if you haven't fought, you're getting into it, like the Togekiss. Togekiss with Charm eats really hard, right? Same thing with the Dragon Breath on the Dialga. Eats really hard, right? So if you're getting boosted all the way to level 41, those guys are going to eat a lot of Pokemon's health out. So that's why I suggest focusing on a few select ones, and then I'll give you some other ones as well to check out. So as far as the Master League goes, rank 1 through 4 are pretty good options to be able to power up. My preferentials are going to be rank 2 and 3. As far as Dialga, because of the Dragon Breath, really hits hard, really good to eat up as much of that Pokemon as possible. And then number 2 is going to be rank 3, which is going to be the Togekiss, because Charm, when put under the right situation, even sometimes when it's not in the right situation, is a very powerfully hitting fast move. And then you can do the Dragonite as well, because Dragon Breath definitely wrecks. It eats really fast as far as those Dragon Pokemon. It's a very powerful move. And then as far as 7, 8, and 9, you could do a Mewtwo, you could do a Melmetal, and you could do a Giratina. Any of those Pokemon would be definitely suited to be able to go ahead and use it. However, just know some of these Pokemon are a little bit more focused on the attack. So the one downside to these Pokemon, that when you boost them to 41, that although yes, when their attacks land, they're gonna be much more powerful, but people have shields. So even though your Pokemon is level 41, if it does get shielded, it doesn't do anything extra for you in the meantime, which these other Pokemon are definitely going to do it. And then as far as rank 10 through 15, you can definitely pause if you want to check out any of these Pokemon's moveset. pvpoke.com is where I pulled all these stats from. But these Pokemon are definitely Pokemon that you can use in the league. They are beast Pokemon, but like I said before, they're a little bit more focused on their charge moves as opposed to their quick moves as far as what they do for damage potential. But as far as these Pokemon, Garchomp is going to be a beast Pokemon. Metagross charges relatively fast to Meteor Mash, and it's a very strong move. And then as far as the Shadow version of the Gardevoir, you boost that thing to 41 with Charm. It is going to eat fast. It will die quick, but when used properly, it is going to do a tremendous amount of damage. And then if you choose to use a Darkrai, Darkrai is going to have Snarl and Dark Pulse. It is definitely a Pokemon that would benefit from getting boosted all the way to 41. Slightly glassy, not used too often, but like I said, if you have the right team surrounding these Pokemon and you're able to bring them out in the right scenarios, it's definitely a benefit to you. And then finally, if you're going to use a fighting type Pokemon, rank 32 Conkeldurr with the Counter. Counter does a decent amount of damage, especially against the Steel type Pokemon. Definitely a Pokemon you may consider ranking all the way up to 41. Now we're going to talk about the raid type of counters. I would suggest just using the Pokemon that you hit the hardest with, like Kyogre. We can talk about Groudon, Mewtwo, Giratinas. Any of these Pokemon that we've already covered can also be duly used for the raid type counters. Raids are not so important. The only scenario where a raid Pokemon level 41 might be important is if you're very close to beating a Pokemon with a duo that is challenging and you just need that little bit extra oomph, but just remember, you only get one that's gonna go up. So that's gonna do it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this and it helps out. Thank you for tuning in, all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody who takes your support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace! I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.